The descendants of North America's zoo elephants are enjoying their life after people. It's now 250 years after people. In Washington, D.C., the 500 years after people.
And getting off it every day.
6 centuries. How do we know this? The proof is found in another great capital city that people abandoned long ago. Deep in the interior of Cambodia, in Southeast Asia, 5 ancient towers rise like thistles from the surrounding jungle. This is Angkor Wat, the largest religious monument in the world. Surrounding it are dozens of smaller temple complexes. In 1860, a French explorer hacking through the jungle came upon these great towers. His journals would introduce the world to Angkor Wat. For more than 500 years, Angkor was the center of the Khmer Empire, a civilization ruled by all-powerful kings. Their drive to build stone monuments rivals that of the ancient Egyptians. The colossal stonework was all done by hand.
They are massive, as you can see, enormous size, and they probably weigh anything between 2.5 to 3 tons. These exceptionally fine joints, there's no mortar between them, they're just laid one on top of the other, and they're fixed by gravity.
Evidence indicates that Angkor Wat was abandoned nearly 600 years ago, in the year 1431, after enemy Siamese soldiers ransacked the temple.
Everything began to go downhill because there was no maintenance of these vast temples that required thousands of people to maintain them. Nature took over almost immediately, and within 100 years it was engulfed by forest.
Of all the temple complexes in the area, Angkor Wat is the best preserved. Most believe that a nearby community of Buddhist monks worked to save it from the jungle's grip. But the other abandoned temples in the area saw no human intervention for 600 years, and the jungle showed no mercy. Bangmalia is a smaller version of Angkor Wat. In 2002, the local authorities finally began to peel back the jungle. Nature had the temple in a death grip. On a daily basis, the temple's stone is being ripped apart by tree roots. At Bangmalia, it's the prolific strangler fig, a type of ficus tree.
So here is probably one of the best examples of the damage these trees can do. This is a ficus, and it always grows from the root downwards. The birds like the seeds of this tree, and they eat the seeds, and the seeds will germinate in the bird's stomach, and then it'll excrete them out onto the top of the roof, and the seeds will then start developing, growing, the roots will come down into the ground, soak up an enormous quantity of water, and then slowly expand the roots. In this case, it's actually broken through the stone, and you can hear it's hollow, the roots come right the way through, and it causes untold damage.
The assault is relentless. In many cases, when the ficus tree grows old, a new ficus grows up and devours it.
Here you have a very good example of a ficus that is entwined around one of the old trees, the original tree here, and it's wringing the life out of it. And the tree is now actually causing a lot of trouble to the structure because it's got quite a sail effect. And once the winds go, it starts swinging around, and this causes an enormous amount of destruction.
At the nearby temple of Ta Prohm, silk cotton trees use their oversized roots to jack apart the stone blocks.
This tree is holding up this entire shrine. The roots are growing from beneath the shrine. Look here, for instance, where this lintel is separated from a window jamb. It's only hanging on an inch of bearing surface. I'd say in 2-3 years, at least this half of the building will be on the ground. This little plant is the culprit. The roots of the plant travel into the stone and the joints, seeking moisture and nutrients.
As the roots expand over many years, they pry apart the stone until a single load-bearing element dislodges and brings down the entire structure. Hundreds of years of unhindered growth has done immense damage. But
I'm standing on top of a giant termite mound in the portal to a shrine. This thing must be 7 feet tall. It's an extinct population of termites. Certainly after abandonment of the site in the 15th century, they went to town, working, eating the wooden ceilings, furnishings, and fittings throughout the place.
Wildlife of all kinds inhabited these sacred stone monuments for centuries. When men moved out, the animals they most feared moved in. Even today, the deadly king cobra favors the temples closest to the encircling moats. In 2003, a hunter near Bangmalia survived an attack by 2 Bengal tigers. The cats were reportedly living in the destroyed temple complex.